Hermeneutics. Oh fuck! I didn't even put my. Hold on. Let me mic this up. Yo, can y'all hear me? Oh shit! Hold on. Fucking like a y'all. Can y'all hear me? Finally something interesting. Who the irrelevant idea? Who the fuck are you? Finally something interesting. What's wrong with him? That's not interesting to you? This doesn't interest you right here? Yeah, fuck you. Just cause you said that, I ain't gonna do shit but talk about Oakwood this whole stream. Nah, fuck all that. Y'all gonna get this work. Nope. Nope. Yes. 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 In the cooking wood, I still have to split. Hell yeah. Finally, something interesting. Fuck you. Only reason I named this hermeneutics is because hermeneutics is the branch of knowledge dealing with interpretation, especially when referencing the scripture. Finally, something interesting. That shit not even interesting. White History Month almost over. BG, how do you get started in the wood business? Chainsaw. Crafty Bear, I'm glad you asked. This bad boy right here. Face cord, full cord, know the difference. Yeah. I'm actually glad you brought that up. So alright. So the best way to explain it is, you know, the half cord Amazon racks that you see, it'd be like a half cord. It's like 8 feet long, and it's like 16 inches wide. So full cord is 3 of those stacked, boom, 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 4 by 4 by 8. So what you would have here is, let's say that this is a cord, but you can't see the back 3 rows because you're looking at the face. So a face cord is the first face which you see standing directly in front of a full cord. That's what you get. It's a face cord. It makes sense. People like that. You have a lot of people that are growing a familiarity towards these type of terminologies describing cords, not only the cubic feet, but face, ricks, BGs, my own little specialty. So this would be a face cord. But then when you look on top, you can see that it's 3 boom, 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 3 rows deep, and that equals 4 feet high, 4 feet long, and no, 8 feet long. No, hold on. That equals 4 feet high, 4 feet wide, and 8 feet long. See what I'm saying? It's just a face cord is what you see on the face. Yeah, so I mean, there's a growing number of people who they measure cords like this, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like that, the face cord thing done took off. Other people make up their own things. Like this one dude on YouTube I watch, he got Joe cords. You got another dude, he sell ricks. I still don't know what a rick is. I think a rick is just some wood, just some firewood loosely tossed into the back of a pickup bed, and whatever fills it up is a rick. Like not stacking or nothing, but you got all these units of measure. I mean, I'm not even gonna lie though, the face cords terminology is kind of growing on me, because a lot of people think it's easier to explain what a cord is that way. And you got a lot of people that call themselves my competition, telling the customer that they're going to show up with a cord of firewood, and then they only show up with wood in the back of their pickup bed. No trailer, no nothing, no added sides to the pickup bed or nothing, just in the back of a little, little pickup bed. Like, you're not fitting a cord in the back of a pickup truck. I don't care if your pickup bed is 8 feet. I don't care if it's 6.5 feet. I don't care if it's 5 feet 9 inches. Like, unless you got the modified size, the size to go higher. But anyway, what up, BG? You ever hear of people using tag elder for smoking? No. But a face cord can fit. Yes, you can fit a face cord. A face cord can fit in the back of a pickup. That's why the dude said he got a cord of wood for like $100 the other day in the live chat, and I smacked him, his mom, and the dealer, because that is just too much labor for $100. You mean to tell me you went somewhere and got a cord of firewood for $100? Come here. Your mom needs to be smacked. All right. Then he came back in the next day in the live chat. He was like, no. It was a face cord. My bad. I got a face cord. That's why I was like, oh, ha, gotcha. Yeah, face cord will fit. You can fit a half cord in the back. I can barely fit. I can't even fit a half cord in my pickup truck bed. Like, not like stacked. I'm talking stacked. Like, it don't even fit in there stacked. I got the 5'9" bed. That's why some people, if you got the 6'5" truck bed, and let's say you got the modified size where you got the stakes in the stake pocket, and you got the high sides, and you done built you a side system so you can store more, then yeah, you put a half cord in there. So that's why I use my gator to measure. I know when I fill my gator up, and it's almost between 5 to 8 inches, well, between 4 and 6 inches higher than the front part, I know I got a quarter of a cord in there. Y'all seen me with them 30-inch rounds that I had out here the other day. So them 30-inch rounds, 3 of those gave me a quarter cord. These are not 30-inch rounds. I believe that's 26. That's a 26 incher right there, and I believe that one is a 30. No, That's like a 29. That's the biggest one I got. But these little things, it's gonna take like 5 of these to get a quarter of a cord. That's why I like picking up big wood. I really don't mess with the small stuff like this. Like this stuff right here is small. Anything under, I don't know, like 15 inches, small. I really don't want to deal with it. I like coming for this stuff. I like the trunks. I like this stuff right here. I can fit them in my bucket. You see I got the chain over there with the claw. I'll load the trailer up that way. But yeah. And these two right here, you're probably looking at like 600 pounds. So these some heavy bitches right here. So I'm not picking that one up by hand, but these I could pick up by hand. These 19, that one over there, that's 20 inches. These 19s and 20s. But this big bitch right here, yeah. Go ahead, put that in the loader and load that up. So, because I'm a man of my word, y'all see how I made this wall. And all this is for next year. Well, people can buy the thing. A lot of people, what they'll do is they'll buy the wood now for next winter. Like they already on top of it. And then now you're going to start getting good deals too. Because I done sent an edict throughout the land notifying all members of Big Wood, all member states of Big Wood, to lower their prices a little bit. Let people come up for air. And then when November come, we're gonna go ahead and raise those prices right the fuck back up. So y'all can get a good deal right now. So y'all see I done finished that wall right there. That's the northern wall. This is my wailing wall. This is the western wall. That's the northern wall right there. BG, do you still remember Raging Dissonant? Yeah, why? What's up with him? Do he still want to fight me? I asked him if he still want to fight me. When is Trump coming to kiss that wall? Nigga, Ron DeSantis already been here. Fuck you. I had to beat Ron DeSantis away from my wall with a pitchfork. Ron DeSantis is a habitual wall kisser. All right. Why did you ask me about Raging Dissonant? Yes, he still owes me money, and yes, he still wants to fight me. I still remember the stream you did with Raging Dissonant. It's a shame y'all didn't do a second one. Yeah, shout out to Raging Dissonant, man. I don't have no problem with it. He cool people. I mean, he's a raging dissident, you know. I'm not really raging right now. It's not really my temperament right now to rage. I just want to make fun of what people are raging about and make fun of people that rage about it. You see what I'm saying? I want to make fun of people who rage, and I want to make fun of what those people rage about. Who wants to hear me cold start the skid steer? Raging Dissonant sounds like a Sega Saturn game. Nah, he cool people. I'm just, and then I'm not really into Canadian politics, you know. He's a Canadian. I'm really not. You know, we could talk the things I used to talk about. I'm not even really. I've grown past that. Like I've grown past that. And speaking of hermeneutics, That's why I could respect somebody like Jim Bob's growth. Like, he seems to have come to a point where he's just over certain things and looking for a new level. Doesn't matter whether I agree with it, with exactly what that is or not, but yeah, he was spitting his game. He was talking about, I was like, yeah, I can respect that, because that's what I did. You know, and that's how people get back to being funny. Like, that's what people told me when I started live streaming. Like, people wanted to stick me in this box. And you had other, when people thought I was conservative and I wasn't even conservative, you had niggas trying to like sun me and like pat me on the head and try to get me, you know. And I was like, nah, I do my own thing, you know. Fuck was I talking about? Well, it's a better boss to be on. Yeah, that's why I'm a working man. I'm a working man. I don't want that. I don't want what people are offering. There are things way more important than being funny. Yeah, like being mad, which is what a lot of people want. A lot of people want to be mad about something. Yeah, I didn't have nobody like, you know, try to like little boy me and pat me on the head like how own Benjamin did Jim Bob. But I got that feeling from certain people, you know. I got that feeling like this shit like nah, nah. Nah, but overall, I like growth and development. Some people think I devolved from my former self. You know how much money you could have made, and your channel was doing so good, and now you're washed up, and you're a has-been. You need to get back to comedy. Get back to making skits. Yeah, yeah. You know, and I'm just, you know. What are your thoughts on the UFOs? I had no idea there were UFOs until you just said that. I know for a fact there's no UFOs. Listen, you talking to somebody who doesn't believe in outer space, but I'll still make fun of people who don't believe in outer space. All right? That's the kind of guy I am, okay? I don't know what you saw, but it wasn't a UFO. I promise you that. I guarantee you that. I stand by that. That's my word. I'm not going to bury my son. My son is going to bury me. You understand what I'm saying? Know what I'm talking about? It's a big distraction going on. Slammer, go jam. Yeah, that definitely wasn't a... With the truth to say, Project Blue Beam, they going to blue beam you people. Because y'all waiting on it. Yeah, I like making fun of people who don't believe in outer space. I like making fun of flat earthers. I like making fun of moon landing deniers. I like making fun of people who don't believe in outer space. I like making fun of people who believe the same things I believe. Tupac is going to be driving the spaceship. Hey, got some static from my niggas on the other side of town. Let my little cousin K-Roll, he's riding out. What they want from us motherfucking thug niggas used to love niggas, now slug niggas and plug niggas. DMT. What does DMT stand for? Someone tell me, what the hell does that even stand for? And to that one dude who was like, how did you get it? I gotta get a chainsaw. You gotta get a chainsaw and you can't be scared to use it. That's pretty much it. Dimethyl tryptamine. All right, let's just stick to DMT now that I'm caught up. Yeah, that's the shit that Joe Rogan's always talking about. We need a Space Jam movie BG breakdown. You talking about the Michael Jordan one or the LeBron one? I didn't see the LeBron one. That's the latest one that just came out. I think they released it in like 2018. Close relative of psilocybin mushroom. I have no, I don't, yeah. That sounds about right. Huskies are still huskies. Fucking me. Huskies. Hell wrong with you? Huskies. You see it. Backyard, junkyard, or rare essence. Rare essence, backyard, then junkyard. Rare Essence was a force. They used to play at the Legend nightclub. People don't know they come to DC. The comedian Earthquake owned the Legend nightclub. He used to right over there off Naylor Road, by Naylor Road Metro Station. There used to be a little spot if you was in like Temple Hills, Forestville. Niggas used to go down there. Full people from Forest Creek, District Heights, Suitland. And on the DC side, people from Big 3-0 used to go down there. So tell me the hermeneutics of BG.
Well, that's absolutely, I absolutely don't have, when it comes to hermeneutics, you got to define hermeneutics first, because there are some people that don't quite know what that is, and I don't want nobody to flip their tops. Hermeneutics is basically, it's simply, just a body of knowledge dealing with interpretation, especially when it comes to scripture. This is why Husqvarnas are definitely a lot better choice than the Steels. You got a Husqvarna, they got a gas cap. It's not likely to break off on you. You can see how I just did that right there. You can't do that with a Steel. Husky people, they build wood walls. That's what they do.
Psychoactive meth. Yeah, I don't deal with none of that shit. That sounds like some white history shit. Psychoactive meth. Who the fuck? That's that white history shit. Psychoactive meth. Come up with all types of shit. Who else would really be driving a spaceship for real? It'll fuck all y'all up if Amelia Earhart was driving it. Hey! We thought you got lost over the Atlantic Ocean. You're just a woman. Surprise, surprise, bitches! She done landed in the Bermuda Triangle, came back driving a C-55 infrared space shuttle. I'm not even lying. Like, we are history. Like, y'all don't even understand that. I was thinking about that. Because I was watching this how it happened. I was watching, this thing on YouTube. I don't know how it came up, but it popped up. It was like the history of Babylon. Babylon, according to them, was one of the most brilliant, beautiful cities. They said they had like 255 towers. The streets were paved. They had a system. That's where mathematics and science came from. All from Babylon, right there. They got into King Hammurabi. They talked about Nebuchadnezzar's father. But they didn't talk about Nimrod. For those of you that don't know, Nimrod started Babylon. I believe you can go to Genesis chapter 10, verse 8. I'm pretty sure, but I'm not certain. And it tells you Nimrod descended from Ham. Ham was Noah's son. The one that the Jews would tell you that Noah put the curse on and it turned his skin black, and therefore black people are the descendants of Ham. Well, Ham's descendant, who was a descendant of Cush, And brothers with Mizraim. You don't know what Mizraim is? That's Egypt. They renamed it Egypt. These were niggas, all right? They went out there to what is considered to be modern day Iraq, and he started a city like the world has never seen before or will ever see again. And it was said, who is like Nimrod? This was a super nigga. Whether you think he's a false god or whether people worship him, he was a mighty hunter. And people would compare themselves, be like, who is like Nimrod? So a nigga started the first city. So if you are going to talk about Black History Month, I think it should start with the Bible, not with slavery and roots and all that other weird, goofy, gay shit. So anyway, you look at Babylon, and then you like, damn, that was a long time ago. That was history. And they're trying to decipher different things that were happening and what was going on. And I was like, damn, 4,000 years from now, they're going to do the same thing to us. People aren't even going to know what English, they're going to try to, like, we've written shit on walls that people 4,000 years from now are going to have cut up and carted away to a fucking museum with somebody working around the clock trying to decipher the shit. You know? People already don't know what the fuck cursive writing is. Imagine 200 years from now. People gonna act like they found the Dead Sea Scrolls. What is this? Get in here, Johnson. Decipher it. I can't. You know, people, what the fuck did they write this with? You know, like we're doing things now that will be considered a lost art in like 200 years. Like your descendants are gonna marvel at how you did simple things like build a deck. My goodness, they actually had to go outside to do it. How did they do it? Yeah, fuck the pyramids. They not gonna care about that shit no more. They're gonna want to know how the interstate system happened. My gosh, how on earth did 95 connect to 66, 495, 395 South, New Jersey Turnpike, the 410, the freeway, east and west? This is extremely intricate. You know, when you think about this shit crazy. BG been Bible thumping. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Why the fuck is it called Bible thumping? Come on now, y'all. Hold on, who said anything? A bot read this to me now. It is you demolition, man. Only at the end of the Babylon was gone before lunch. No breaks, just knocked the whole job out quick. Like, yeah, you had a lot of different people that took over Babylon too. It wasn't just the niggas. You had like the Assyrians, they came in, took over shit. But before that, it was the Hittites and the Amorites. They had I believe the Hittites had like 100-year reign, and the Amorites came in and ruled Babylon for 400 years before the Assyrian army came in and just got shit cracking. And they used Babylon as like the center. Like they left the city up and they expanded the empire west and east. All right, so that's where it comes into when it enters the Hebrews. They believe at this time during Nebuchadnezzar's reign, well, which is true according to the Bible, during Nebuchadnezzar's reign, is when they invaded Judah. For those of you that don't know, Judah, well, actually, for those of you that don't know, if you go back to Genesis chapter 10, you can read about the different lineages of Ham, Japheth, and Shem. Ham's descendants, which a lot of people today think are niggas, Ham's descendants occupied what is now considered Israel. So I don't know whether you want to consider that Africa. I really don't, but it's right there in scripture. You can go to First Chronicles and read the lineages. But Canaan, where the Canaanites came from, he was a descendant of Cush. which is where the land gets its name from. So when Nimrod started one of the greatest cities, empires the world has ever seen, he started it in what they think is modern day Iraq, and he expanded that empire, and it included Africa and Eurasia. So, but it's just somebody said I've been Bible thumping. Yeah, niggas don't. How come you don't get truther book thumpers out there? Like, it's just the Bible that people thump. Do you like, oh, Bible thumper? The Bible, this shit get cracking. Shit get cracking in the Bible. That shit, people was talking about how good the movie John Wick was. I was like, nigga, have you read First Chronicles? Have you read the book of Judges? Do you not know who Deborah was? A lot of times when people read the New Testament and Paul says a woman should shut the fuck up and sit her ass down and fold clothes in the calamari method, the first thing I think about is back in Judges, I think of the judge Deborah. Like, she got shit cracking. Hey, little Hebrew woman got shit cracking. They got shit cracking. Everybody got shit cracking. Fuck you, man, nigga, the Bible. Shit, I'm a Bible thumper. I'm not out here reading you scriptures. I can, but damn, I'm giving you events. I don't even know where I was going with that, but yeah, I've been a Bible thumper. I read the book like 5 times. I read the Quran like twice. Guys, I did 5 years in prison for a charge called malicious wounding. All right, I did 5 years. I went to state. My shit is in the system and everything. I spent a total of 1 year in solitary confinement. Once I did 6 months because they tried to hit us with RICO, but ended up dropping the charges and gave us some wild shit that got us sent to maximum security from a level 3. So from a level 3, we went to a level 5. From Augusta State Penitentiary, I went to Sussex 1 State Penitentiary, where I did another 6 months in the hole, and that's where I left from. And throughout that whole time, I was reading the Bible, because in the hole, let me explain something to you. You can't get like joy reading material. It's not like you can go to the hole. They probably changed it and it's different in some penitentiaries, but you can't just get sent to the hole and read like Sandra Brown novels. The only thing on that cart is religious material, and that's because by law, they have to provide you as an inmate with religious material due to your beliefs. So when the library man would come around, that's all he would have on the cart. He would have the Watchtower, he had the Quran, he had some other religious writings, the Bible. Son, I grabbed the Bible, the Quran, they got little Torah pamphlets, all that shit, son. Yo, son, I read. And when I wasn't reading, I was reading like stupid shit, like encyclopedias for no fucking reason. I done forgot more stuff than a lot of people learn in a lifetime. I'm serious about that. But damn right, I thumped that Quran too. That's how I know the Quran is wild as fuck, son. Like, you can't read the Quran first and then read the Bible. You can't read the Bible first and then go read the Quran, because the Quran is just fucking retarded. You're like, who? The Quran is like if somebody ate a chicken nugget and threw the shit up and then called it a turkey. And you're like, wait, that shit doesn't even make sense. How did we get here? Like, how did we get here? And it's like, well, we base it off a turkey. And you're like, no. These aren't the ingredients of a fucking turkey. And they're like, yes, they are. These are the ingredients of a turkey. You seen me eat the chicken nugget. So you're dealing with a culture. Like, when you grow up in something, you can understand it better than, say, a scholar or somebody on the outside looking in. And I was on the outside looking in at Islam. But as far as the text, that shit makes no fucking sense whatsoever. They don't even know how to explain this shit, which I get. You know, I'm not here to, nitpick. I'm just saying. It just seems like a Dollar General version of the Bible. That's it. Like, they use the same stories and rearrange a whole lot of shit. Like, it's nothing new in there. It's just biblical stories just rearranged and finger fucked the holy hell. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I read all that shit. If you call me a Bible thumper, that's not necessarily a bad thing. But what was I getting at? Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, they can't take it from me. Yeah, they can't. Yeah, that's why bluegrass in the woods. But anyway, yeah, because you know, First Amendment and all that. But those other books, like you're not getting a Tom Clancy novel, Sandra Brown. You're not reading nothing by Stephen King. You're not reading none of that. Hell no. Religion and push-ups whole time. Hell yeah, that's all people do. That's why people leave prison built. Be like, damn, what was you in there pushing Mack trucks? Like, nah, nigga, that's all you can fucking do. That's all you can fucking do. You can't get no commissary in the hole neither. So you eating them steak trays. You ain't getting no soups, and you're not making your noodles. You're not getting your summer sausage. You're not getting your pickle. You're not gonna get no chili pouches. None of that shit. You're not getting no chips. You got to eat that steak tray. That's what really messed people up in the hole. They thought they could just rack up a whole bunch of debt and then hide away in the hole. And it's like, oh, you can't get that commissary till you get out. People be doing like 3 and 4 years down there. It was one dude, he had dreads. He was a Rastafarian. He was in the cell next to me when I was in a certain cell block. He had been down there for like 8 years. Then the other dude that was on the other side of me, he'd been in there for like 5 months and lost his fucking mind. In there banging on the walls, throwing shit and piss on all the guards. He threw a little thing of piss at the guards. The guard was mad as fuck. Anyway, where the fuck was I going? 100 viewers. BG, you big wood. That's because I used hermeneutics in the title. And what he made hermeneutic? What word? They think I'm gonna follow that shit up with internal critique. What do he mean? Oh man, that sounds so inhumane. What, the hole? That shit not inhumane. It's just another hurdle. Ain't nothing wrong with it. It depends on your perspective. What you call inhumane, other people call a time of peace. What some people call a time of peace, other people call a time of enlightenment. What some people call a time of enlightenment, other people call a time to work out. So it's all in perspective. And understanding different perspectives, I think, added to my character and my overall outlook. I'm grateful for it. I love it. So I think, yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it. Have you read the Kabbalion? No, that shit sounds fruity as hell. Absolutely not. You're gonna get a lot of, that's why I was telling y'all the other day, a lot of people come out of prison Muslim, not because they understand the religious text or because it makes sense. It's just because that sense of brotherhood you get from joining a certain religion. Like your friend, like when you go in there and you go in there all alone, like some of y'all do the same shit and y'all like, hell no, I wouldn't do that. Man, if you go in there and you got an uncle or a cousin that you ain't seen in a while and they in there and you just in there dolo and they have adhered to this religious dogma or tradition or joined a certain gang, you might find yourself really considering joining. It's just it's just people join in there, people join, and out here too, on the street too. I realize people join a religion for the same reason they join a gang oftentimes. Like you had people coming in from the suburbs, people coming in uh just not hard at all, not hardcore, never been in a fist fight. They're in there for like getting too many DUIs or something, and just non-violent people come in and just turn into savages. And you can see it happening, but it's because they want to fit in. They want to join a gang. You had people coming in wanting to join Crips. Ain't never been to the West Coast. Ain't never talked to no homies. Never been to the block they claim. That's because it's not about none of that shit. It's about the sense of brotherhood. It's the same reason why people join the Masonic lodges, the fraternal orders. You know, why certain people join the police. So that you dealing with that type of, it's that same spirit that you're dealing with when certain people get into certain things. And if they have a friend or somebody they look up to that's doing it, 9 times out of 10, you're going to do it. Because people are very clannish by nature. Like you could take a moist ass half-stepping white boy and put him in prison, and he's going to be faced with a situation where he might have to join a white gang. He might just, you know, he might be Aryan Brotherhood by the time he leave. Not because he really hate niggas or Jews or nothing, but because that's what his homie was doing. And it's like when you're not protected by certain laws like you are out here, then people click up the best way they know how. Some people do it based on skin color. Some people do it based on religion, ideology. Like you had pagans that was just going to, like they would go to their little Wiccan program. We called them, we ain't know what the fuck they were. They would call for Wicca program. They're like, Wicca program, make a little announcement, and you see a group of people, they just pagan the fuck out. Some of them got pentagrams, some of them got hexagrams. Yeah, so you got all that shit going on, and people just go in there and with nothing, and they just choose the closest thing that they can, you know, whoever they look up to. So that's why a lot of people they turn Muslim in the penitentiary, because Islam is like the biggest religion in the penitentiary, I believe. Like you got a real big Muslim, and they're not Arabians neither. They're like, I mean, you have those, but you know, then you got the Shiite, the Sunni, Fruit of Islam, Nation of Islam. Then you got the shit that kind of splintered off from that, but it's not exactly that, like 5%. You got the gods, the god bodies. So you got a lot of different shit going on. So that's why I can say I understand when certain people make certain moves, and they move closer to what they feel is tugging at their spirit. Not necessarily because of religious dogma or literature, but because of a certain feeling they get of acceptance. When you feel accepted, you feel in your element. And when you have been taken out of your element, you'll do anything to get back to that or to have some resemblance of that. On the street, it's a little bit different, but it's still the same concept. But it's funny how real similar it is in there and out here. It's like the same thing. It's just like the same thing. For real though, you from Bristol? Hell no. Remember Attica? I open every cell in Attica, send them to Africa. If I ruled the world, imagine that. I free all my sons. I love them, baby. Shout out to Lauryn Hill and Nas. BG, are you born again? And if not, why? Hell no, I'm just a random nigga out here just supposed to be telling jokes, but I'm getting, you know, I'm on one right now. You think the mermaids in Africa are real? No, no fucking mermaid. Who's seen a mermaid in Africa? You probably seen the UFOs they talking about now too, huh? Fucking mermaid. BG is born of wood and oil filters. There's a strong argument for that. I did that whole oil filter thing. I was just, you know, I was just talking shit about on Benjamin with the oil filter thing, because his whole thing was showers are gay. Then you had a bear person, the dude that watched him, and he was like, yeah, showers or bath. And then boom, I answered. You know, now he's trying to go to health route. It's because a bath is healthier. Baths are healthier. And showers are gay. Only gay people take showers. And then that's why I was like, I'm not taking masculinity advice from a nigga that doesn't know what an oil filter looks like. So I put this shit on a thumbnail for quick reference. That's pretty much all. Yeah, I'm Panda Bear. Confirmed. Panda Bear confirmed. Yeah. My bear name has been verified. All that good shit. Panda Bear. Yeah, you gotta know what an oil filter is if you want to tell me what masculinity is. You can't just break down masculinity. Like this goes for these manosphere niggas too. Niggas in the manosphere. Like you can't just tell me dealing with a materialistic worldview. Keep in mind, you can't tell me what a man is and what's gay and what's not gay if you have a pickup truck and you don't fix it yourself. You don't plow your own driveway. You get somebody else to come shovel the snow. You get somebody else to come stack your wood. You know, you can't quite come for me. You understand what I'm saying? Know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's all I was talking about. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, the manosphere people. What's that one podcast? Fresh and Fit. The Fresh and Fit podcast. They get to talking, and they'll have random women up there, or young ladies, I should say. They'll have young ladies up there, and they try to tell the young ladies what a man is and what a man wants. And the young lady, they're just a bunch of skip, scap, scallywags on there. They just, most of them do OnlyFans and get their feet done to do so people can take feet pictures and they can sell it. Like, I'm like, man, all of y'all just wrong in my humble opinion. You know, you just, this is what a man is. A man goes to the gym. A man, and whatever the fuck else they be talking about. A man wants respect, and women want love, and a man. I learned a long time ago the quickest way to get a woman you just met to respect you is to fix her car. Straight up. Flat out. So I'm telling all the young men out there, the quickest way to get a young woman to respect you, and y'all just met and you haven't built up a reputation with her for being solid, the quickest way to get there is to fix her fucking car. That's what they don't want you to know. House repair too. They not gonna have a. She probably still living with her parent, but every young lady out there got a car. And I guarantee you it's fucked up. It's in bad condition. It really is. Like you'll hear shit driving down the road with her, and you'll just try to ignore it. You'll turn the music up. Cause you don't want her to bring it up, cause then you gotta admit, well, we just gotta take it to somebody who can fix it. Feel like a bitch. I was like that. That's how I know. When I met my wife and she had that Mitsubishi Galant. And we were at the gas station and she had just filled up. Boom. Put the gas in there, full tank. Happy. I'm in the passenger seat. We get ready to go somewhere. She hang up the nozzle. Get the receipt. She get in the driver's seat. She cut the car on. The car purred like a kitten. Ding, ding, ding. We ready. I'm like, let's ride. Let's ride, let's ride, let's ride and get high, get high. All right, so I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Man, she go to put that shit from park in the drive. The giant ain't even move. Tell me why the giant ain't even move. Let me say that in English. It didn't move. I was just, oh my goodness. She started freaking out immediately and just looked at me. It was, it got that bitch to move. It the stick got that bitch to move and drive. That shit went nowhere. That shit squirted. That shit. Like, that's what I heard when she put it in drive, let out the brake and hit the gas. Like nothing else. I was like, OMG. I said OMG before OMG was a thing. I said OMG. That's when, as a man, you feel like you got to do something. You like, oh man, I don't know. I'm useless as tits on a bull in this situation. I'm just in the passenger seat. I might as well have been a fucking toy soldier at that point. I might as well have been a book bag filled with everything you don't need at that point. And she was freaking out. She called this mechanic. She calling the mechanic. She was having transmission issues. She called the mechanic. And you know, mechanics is like, I can't get to you till 5 years from now. You know, I don't give a fuck what mechanic you call. They always tell you, all right, I can't get to you till 5 years from now, but you could just have it towed here, and I'll get a look at it in 2 years, and then I probably won't be able to fix it till 5 years. So that's always their fucking answer. So I didn't even know where to start. But the reason I get the kind of respect from my wife that I get is because if I don't know something, she knows I'm gonna find it out. Something that's that important. Like, I wasn't chasing knowledge that fades and knowledge. Like, at that moment, this is why I'm telling people, like, at that moment, flat earth shit isn't gonna help you. Like, that knowledge that people think, yeah, I understand the world. Nah, it's the basic shit. Stay on earth with it. All right. So that type of knowledge I learned on how to fix vehicles and diagnose, so that if I can't fix it, I know what's wrong with it. I could take it to somebody trusted to fix it. That type of knowledge isn't fleeting. You could use that to directly empower your life and that of those around you, which is one of the reasons why I was drawn to automotive repair, and why I decided to make Barricade Garage in the first place. This whole channel was about automotive repair. Because a lot of people, whenever something wrong with your car and you look at your woman's face, you see the despair set in. Like, you could look at somebody's eyes when they check engine light come on, you feel the wave of despair that they feel, especially women. With women, it's like that, because women, in their mind, they like, yo, I gotta go to auto repair shop. I'm a woman. They already gonna think I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I gotta deal with these niggas. I don't know how they gonna treat me. I don't know if they gonna try to jack up the price. So you got a woman dealing with all of this, and if she's in a relationship with a man, her respect level is going to jump so much higher for you if you can actually fix the issue. At the very least, understand the issue. That way you can start looking for alternative fixes. You know, like, just be handy. Like, say you driving down the road with your woman and smoke comes out from under the hood. Y'all going 60 miles an hour. All right. You should know, hey, pull over. Some people don't. Like, just simple shit like, yo, pull over. You don't want to warp your cylinder heads fucking around like this trying to make it to your destination. Because something as simple as a coolant hose that may have been split or developed some type of leak, which usually happens, can become a $3,500 cylinder head job. At which point you're gonna have to replace the head gaskets. You're gonna blow the head gaskets, overheating your engine like that. You know, because metal, aluminum, you know, they expand at different rates, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, are you a member of a church? So that's just the little things that I'm talking about, like, you know, that'll send your respect levels through the roof with your woman. And they don't talk about stuff like that in the manosphere. Vehicles ordered in 2010. Not one has been to a shop. Learn everything holding the light for my dad. Chinky, that was a quick dodge, BG. Hell yeah, I like your picture too, Chinky Bear. I see your little profile picture. Yeah, so that was like a little, that was just something I learned through experience and through actually feeling those waves of despair. Even dealing with my own vehicle and having a tire fly the fuck off because the junkyard mechanics didn't tighten up the wheel nuts like they were supposed to. Yeah, so, you know, just a basic level of understanding how certain things work that can lessen the burden of your wife or remove the yoke around your own neck that'll help you out directly in your life. You know? So I've grown to appreciate those type of things. I miss Faith. Prayers for her. Faith, all right, she faithing right now. Yeah, she faithing right. She's somewhere faithing right now. I don't know why it's 108 people in here. Excuse me, 108 people. I'm really not going to talk about hermeneutics. That was just clickbait. You can go now. Fucking new people. Fucking, finally something interesting. No, nigga. I'm just going to talk about white oak wood. Driving now costs $200. Oh, no. Nah, Faith, she out there faithing right now. You know, Faith do what Faith do. You know, maybe at Costco. Probably at Costco getting a bucket of yogurt. I heard they were on sale. You know, whatever. You know. I'm not new. I just haven't gotten a notification in a minute. Okay, Jerusha McBear. You just haven't gotten a notification in a minute, but you suddenly get a notification when I post something titled hermeneutic. That whole little spat between them two niggas started with one word, hermeneutic. When Jim Bob said hermeneutic, Owen's brain imploded. That shit just hasn't been, shit just went left ever since. Then the cherry on top was internal critique. What you mean internal critique? What you mean? I gotta use on Benjamin's black voice for him now, because that's how he sounded, not knowing what things meant. You know, just what you mean internal critique? Yeah, that's all I'm saying though. I ain't really talking about nothing. The Marine Kingdom, I don't believe in it. Would you please say your input about the train derailment of East Palestine? Look. This engine right here, this is a Honda GX 670 24 horsepower V-twin engine. All right, it's one of Honda's finer small engines. All right, if you notice down there, I have an OEM Honda oil filter. I don't play. All right, you see this hydraulic filter? This hydraulic filter cost me $55 at Napa. You know what Nappa is? It's not Vegeta's homeboy from Dragon Ball Z. Nappa is an automotive parts sales place. Check that out. You see that? Nappa, 1759. Google that and look up the price. This a big boy right here. All right. Let's go ahead. How dare you unwarp a block? You're going to have to take it to a machine shop. If it ain't too bad, you can always take your cylinder heads to a machine shop and they'll take care of it for you. But the way shit made now, you're going to have to get new heads. Blair White has entered the chat. Why do you say that? This is the second time you said that, Daniel J. This is the second time you said that. That's a lot of green. I know, right? Heavyweight dancing bear. I'm a little bit of a shell. I'm not gonna lie. You know, those of you that have been around for a little bit, y'all know. You know, just a little bit. I mean, what can I say? Blair was shelling Patriot food supply. My bad. Can is Faith in him? Faith, can you put Daniel J out for even knowing what Blair White is shilling? Can you, Chinky Bear, can you give him some lo mein on his way out? Goodness gracious. A little lo mein, go ahead and make that happen so you get the fuck up out of here. Tyler. Mark the Messenger is pretty good. I guess so. Do I heard Toads trying to get some booty in the background? No, not yet. You will though. Like in spring, they getting it on. Yeah, in spring, that whole pool pond becomes Pornhub. That's all you hear. It's like hundreds of them just letting loose in the water, just spilling the seed and everything. Just they don't even care. Then you have large lump sums of tadpoles that you think are going to help you with the mosquito population, but they don't. They just grow up and roll the fuck out. They don't eat mosquitoes or nothing. They're good for nothing. East Palestine, soon to be East Jerusalem. I don't know what's going on out there. All I know is the one big giant, the sloppy giants, she was talking about it. Rosie O'Donnell, sloppy giant, she was talking about it. She was like, I don't have my prop. What's gonna happen to my honey? My honey wings in Orland, my honey barbecue wings. Something about KFC, the chickens died. I don't know. She was concerned. What Wingstop? How am I go to Wingstop if they lying to us? Niggas went to Wingstop and Wingstop told them they didn't have no more chicken. So yeah, naturally everybody's gonna be inquiring. Is it a stick? Oh yeah, I got it. Where's your battery-powered grease gun? Man, that shit got a full semi-automatic button on it. And it's home nesting. You know I've been greasing. You know I've been using it. Look. Look at that grease on that there nipple. I tell you what, it still got horsehair on it too. I tell you what. I need to be better at cleaning this stuff off, but yeah, whatever. I'm supposed to grease this up every day. I don't use it that much though, but red and tacky, can't hide money, Lord. Yeah, it's like $20 a tube. It's not that expensive Valvoline shit, the white lithium shit, but it's waterproof, it's marine, yeah. Speaking of which, I gotta head on over there. My neighbor wants me to move some brush piles out the way from the UTV trail that he got in his backyard. So I'm gonna go ahead, put on the debris forks, and head over there in a little bit. See what he's talking about. See if it's something I can do, which it is. I know what he's talking about. I'll ride the gator over there first to assess the situation, then come back with the skid. But yep. Thoughts on debating. Man, you pretty much know how I feel about debating. I'm not a fan of debating. Me personally, myself, I don't do debate. I don't even attend debates. I don't like debates. I don't really care for debates. Especially religious debates. Like, I used to do that in my younger days, but and there is some value. You may get like 1 or 2 people over to your side, but I just feel like you'll have Christians debating Muslims. And I'm gonna tell you one reason why that's fucking retarded. Because you have 2 different cultures. So you got a Muslim. He grew up Muslim. He's from that way. You're from this way. His culture is going to dictate what he is. His father is a Muslim. He grew up in a culture. Where that's just what you do. You're born into it. It's like you don't convert, you're born into it. And here you are, or somebody else is from another part of the world, just like, and he's like, nah, all my heroes in Islam are Muslim. You gotta deal with different worldview. You got some certain intellectuals that are open to certain dialogue to a certain extent when it comes to like wordplay and doing the gotcha thing, and when you're battling to make yourself look good. But overall, generally speaking, you can't come between him and his father or his culture, because you from that way. So if you don't understand it, then you're already on 2 separate pages. So it doesn't matter who you think is going to win or lose the debate. The people that came on this side are going to leave on that side, and the people that came with you going to leave with you. And then you just got other people who have different experiences. And then you going to have the other people that's like, it's all fake and y'all can't prove none of it. At which point you really can't, not materialistically speaking. So at that point, it's like asking Coke or Pepsi. I just see over it. I'm not into debates. Unless it's Husqvarna versus Steel. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of a lot of Steel guys. And Steel guys got to take an L anyway, because Awaken with JP bought his first chainsaw and it was a Steel. He's a high profile homosexual, and the first chainsaw that his heart was drawn to was a Steel. That says a lot about Steel. You wanted to debate for a minute, come now, BG. I still do. I want to debate. I want to debate so I can try to attract followers. I wanted to debate for my own sake, not because I'm trying to help you people out. Only reason why I would want to debate is so somebody could hear me use fancy words and people on that side could be like, ooh, he's smart. And then they'll want to come over here and check out my channel. And then the more people, the more money. And then the more money, the more track loaders you're gonna see me with. This a fucking skid steer. I need a track loader. You see what it's doing to my fucking yard. I want God want me to have a track loader. And I'm not growing an audience organically. Look at you. It's only 120 people in here. So I have to go debate somebody. Whether I win or lose, somebody in that crowd is going to hear what I said and be retarded enough to be like, oh, he's fucking intelligent. Based. Let me go over there and check him out. At which point I can then, you know, be like, yeah, donate and whatnot. You know, give me money. Hurry up and buy. You know, that's all. 120 is very good numbers for you, BG. It is. I usually only get like 60 people. But I have 120 non-paying people though. So it's really not good for me. How come I got all, I asked myself, I prayed to God. It was like, yo, how come I got all these followers and I'm still paying out the pocket for equipment? You know, I want to be like Wrangler Star and them. I want to be like all them other niggas. You know, Good Work Tractors in them. Outdoors with the Morgans in them. You know, Doug and Stacy in them. What the fuck does Doug do? What the who in here watches Outdoors with Doug and Stacy? What the, can someone tell me what the fuck Doug does? How are these off-grid people just off-grid with the internet connection? Would he be able to afford the shit he does without an internet connection? I ask myself these things because I done caught myself wanting to live like a lot of these homesteaders. And then deep in my heart, I know it's vanity. For one, because the book of Job teaches me this. A lot of people take pride in their kids, their house, their land, their property. The book of Job taught me that that is not where salvation comes from, because all of that was taken from him within 1 week. He lost all his kids in 1 day. His health declined. Y'all don't hear me. He got boils on his skin. Most High told little Lucy, he was like, yeah, go ahead. He was like, yo, give me your most faithful and I'll make them turn against you. You know, so he was like, all right, stand. Here's Job. You know, and from then, that's when all the bullshit proceeded to happen. Everything that people take pride in, like their lives, their achievements, their accomplishments, their kids, their land, their house, all of it came to nothing. But what was left? What was left that made Job worthy of the kingdom? Yeah, that shit spoke volumes. So like when I caught sometimes I catch myself wanting to live like other people, and I feel like I'm missing out on something, and I feel like I'm not doing enough. And I feel like if only I could live like them and be where they are in life and have these things that they have and that they boast about and take pride in, then I would be better off. And that's not the case at all. Because all of that could be taken from you. You know? You can have a kingdom. Your kingdom can be taken from you overnight. Look at what the Bolsheviks did to the Russian Tsar. He had kids. Your sons, that's your lineage. People take pride in their lineage, what their descendants may or may not do. They could all die in a car crash. Every one of them, your wife too. Your wife and all your sons. Everybody. And it's just you. Then what? You know? You still don't see life for what it is. So, you know, I just see past certain shit, but I like when the homesteader types, like they'll do shit or even be like, yeah, off grid, and they got like the whole internet connection going. And at which point I'm just like if you didn't have that, what would you do? You know? I just think ahead. I just think ahead of, you know. No, I'm not saying not to be proud of, your kid. I know Cake Man. I know, baby cakes, all that. I'm just saying, like, there's certain events that may or may not happen in one's life where they don't understand why, and they feel like everything has come to nothing overnight because they lost the pride in their life. They lost what they were most braggadocious about. They lost what they were most attached to for vain reasons. I wouldn't expect somebody who, I don't expect people to get it, but I get it. It's just deeper than what you see here and what you have here. That's all. It's just like you seen in one dude when he was interviewing Bob Marley. He asked Bob Marley, he said, how come you don't have a Benz? You don't have a house? You haven't gotten land over here? You don't have this? And Bob Marley looked at the dude and told him, that's because my riches are not of this earth. And when Bob Marley said that, he just encapsulated the whole book of Job in a nutshell. That's just a deeper level of understanding. Not necessarily wisdom or maybe knowledge, but just understanding what you don't know. And then finding the joy in that. I don't know how to fucking explain it. BG is in the YouTube algorithm. I guess. They gonna push my videos. I don't know. People get my notes. I don't know. I'm not really edgy though. I don't be pushing the envelope. Y'all, I learned that from the leftists. They kept saying that shit. Trump's pushing the envelope. I'm not out here pushing the envelope and talking about the Jews and the gay people, and I just cut wood. I don't know why they wouldn't push I wouldn't be in the algorithm. Rich is being able to climb oak walls. I give you that. There's a strong argument for that. Yeah, I'll tell you that. Plus he deals, I guess. I feel that 357 mag is about as large as I want to go. Oh, y'all talking about guns. Y'all trying to get me locked up. 357 mag is about as big as I'm trying to go. Trying to get me locked up. Y'all know a nigga wait until he get off probation to start the cult. I'm starting my own little cult. Fuck it. They keep my channel right outside the realms of algorithm. That's because you the police. Nobody wants to hear shit you have to say. The only time people care about the police is when they done shot a nigga. That's about it. They in the news. They all over the newspaper. Of course I'm joking with you, Hillbilly Hard. Hillbilly Hard actually got videos on his channel. And he's from Virginia. So shout out to Hillbilly Hard. But you the police. Come on. Really? I just want to know where you people get the nightsticks balanced at. I'm asking for a friend. BG, your bird seems happy. Mm-hmm. I wasn't always Popo. Yeah, that's right. You Virginia. Virginia has the best people in the world. BG, tune into the stream daily. What stream? They blocked me the minute I opened the app. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. You sound like Richie from Boston with that shit.
What's up, guys? So I made another YouTube channel. It was a backup channel to my backup channel. And guess what? Before I could enter in all the information required, YouTube banned me. So this is the backup channel to my backup channel's main channel's backup channel that has a backup channel that I won't say. I'll just point to it.
I'll be like, damn, man, this shit like the Rubik's Cube of Yo, Richie from Boston got to be the most banned nigga in YouTube history. He is the only nigga I know that Richie, you in here, yo? Richie from Boston, the only nigga I know that'll make a YouTube channel called Richie from Boston, get banned, and then come back with another YouTube channel called Richie from Boston too. That shit get deleted by YouTube. He'll come back with a Richie from Boston 3. That shit get deleted from YouTube. He'll come back with RFB 4. When that shit get deleted, he'll come back with Richie from Boston. I'm like, son, maybe it's the Richie from Boston part, you think? Maybe. Maybe they know that's you by default. Maybe you should try a different name, like Super Nigga. They would never suspect that's you.
I digress. Richie from Boston, asshole with a laptop. I'm out.
Yeah, just Super Nigga. He is always digressing. Yeah, shout out to Richie from Boston. He a Toyota fanboy though. It's just people with Toyotas. I'm not going to judge. Yeah, I'm not going to judge. Man, fuck that. I am going to judge, cause fuck all that. Deciding to buy a Toyota pickup truck is a homosexual decision. It's people that just make the conscious decision to go out and buy a fucking Toyota. No. Yeah, I'm a judge. Fuck you keep getting Toyotas for? People will buy the Toyota. I hate the Toyota Tacoma drivers. They get the Toyota Tacoma. They debadge it. 5% tints all the way around. They tint the windshield. I hate anybody who tints the front windshield. I don't like you. I want you to know that. I'm talking to you directly. You know who you are. If you tinted your front windshield, I don't like you. Yeah, then they debadge it like we don't know that that's a Toyota. Like we gotta add, like, what is that? I mean, it's obviously a fucking Toyota. Look at it. It looks like it missed leg day. You know, the fucking. They'll throw the American flag on the back of that bitch. They sitting up in there with 5% tints all the way around, got Oakleys on. They in there with Ray-Ban, wearing Ray-Bans. Like, how the fuck can you see anything? I don't believe in lizard people, but if you driving a vehicle with tents all the way around at night and you got on shades, I don't trust you. I hate all tent. I don't park next to people with tinted windows. Y'all know that. I'm gonna go ahead and help y'all out. Don't park next to, if you in Walmart, Target, Party City, Macy's, do not park next to a nigga with tinted windows, because you can't see in there. And a lot of people, when they get out their vehicle, you'll notice a vehicle with tinted windows is just parked right there like everything else. And you don't want to feel nosy and be all up in it. So you just go about your business. Sometimes there is someone in there. And what they do is, if you park in a clusterfuck, like right next to somebody parked on either side of you, that person will wait for you to go and hop out, bust your window, grab some shit, and roll the fuck out. That's typically why I park my truck away from other people. That way you can see it. But when you're grouped up and you're just parked all together because you want to be at the front of the fucking store, that is the best time for someone to just hit your car. Because you got to go in between cars, and that gives you cover. And when you have cover, you have a longer window of opportunity to do some wild shit, which is what, you know, some people do. And they got these things, all it takes is a spark plug and a quick knock, and your whole window come out. I don't understand the science behind it, but you can take a spark plug, tap the window, bing, that shit out the way in 1 second. It ain't all that fast and furious shit where you wrap a towel around your arm and break through the window. That's all it takes. Ping! That shit gone. Unlock the doors. Go through everything. Man. Yeah, that's all you gotta do. Just don't park where everybody else is parking. That's cover. When you see a car parked next to another car, you see this gator and you see this skid steer. And imagine there's something else over there and over there. Somebody can come through here, break in the skid steer window, and they got cover from the gator. Now imagine if my gator was just right there. They're not gonna feel comfortable doing that because it's open. And a lot of times people aren't stupid enough to do something out in the open. That's all I'm saying. You may have to walk a little bit further, but you know, you get the picture. I don't park nothing. I'm gonna go ahead and help you folk out. Nah, I got tents. I got tents on my shit. It ain't like that though. It ain't. I just don't like people all up in my face though. There's because sometimes when you cut somebody off, they'll speed up and they'll try to get a good look at you, and they're just met with tint, and that makes them even angrier. Fuck! I really wanted to stare that guy down. Can't fucking see in there. You know? Y'all do the same shit too. I hate when somebody do some wild shit. I've sped up before and tried to see who the fuck is in there. Chinky Bear, is that you? And the windows were just tinted. You can't see nothing. You'll never know who just did the stupidest shit possible. That shit is a mystery, and that shit bothers you. BG is an 85-year-old in a 33-year-old body. I guess, but I tell you what, I just gave y'all some sound advice. I tell you what, you should put some tinted plexiglass on that skid. Hell no, I love visibility. I got to be able to see to back up at night. I don't always want to have to roll my window all the way down just to see. Speaking of being able to see while you back up, I don't know how the people that drive those Dodge Challengers see any fucking thing out that back window. That is the horde. That shit is just terrible. Y'all see me? I was working on the Dodge Challenger. I got the videos on this channel. I did a couple things for my cousin. I got in there to move it, and I couldn't even park. I couldn't park it because I couldn't see any fucking thing. I couldn't see out the back window. I felt like I was in prison again. Those little ass windows, they got them little baby ass windows. I don't like it. I don't fucking like it. I couldn't park. That shit just too low to the ground and the windows are too high. That is not a good ratio. I just don't like it. I hate little windows. No more locked doors. Don't make fun of me. I hate little windows. Little tiny windows on a fucking car. What is this, Sussex 1? What is this, Red Onion State Penitentiary? Put some fucking windows on the car. Don't half-ass it. They got them little jailhouse windows on there. Use your mirrors, driver. Man, them shits on. You ever been in somebody else's car? That shit like getting in a space shuttle. You don't know what the fuck to press. Be like, hold on, what does this button do? What this button mean right here? This red button, they say don't press. What this knob do? That's what Taji. I don't know what this knob do right here. I got in the car and I'm unlock the other doors, but I didn't know the unlock button wasn't actually on the door. It was in the middle by the radio. I quite took a while to figure it out. Like being in steerage, it's like going in somebody else's house and using their bathtub. Trying to work somebody else's shower. Which way do I turn? How do I engage the hot? What? Got all these fucking buttons in the shower. Got a fucking control panel right here. What the fuck is this? My shit say hot and cold at home. You go over somebody else's house, that shit is hieroglyphics. What are these hairs on the soap? Oh, that's the only hands people. We don't talk about them here. We don't bring those folk up. They'll come out the bushes. It's the only clean way to get clean. You use your hand. Put the soap in your hand and rub it on your body. They put the soap in their butthole. They clean their nutsack with the soap. Go under their arm with the bar of soap and no in between. Like you need a mediator in between your hand and the soap. And that's the wash rag, the washcloth, the loofah. I don't give a fuck what you. I don't care if you using steel wool. You need something in between you and that soap. So you can cover more surface area than just your hand like this, just washing the fuck out your, So when they get finished washing up, they put it right there at the corner of the tub, and that shit just sit right there, and they got pubic hair, got butt hairs in there. They're like, go ahead and clean up. You like, hell no. It's always an Irish Spring bar too. They got that dumbass Irish Spring bar in there with that butt hair on it. Excuse me, is this butt hair? They'll be like, yeah, it's butt hair, but soap is self-cleaning. Use it. Fucking use it. Can I have a washcloth? We don't do that here. Put the soap directly on your body with your hands. Only hands. Did you cut your grass? Looks clean next to that glorious wall. Hell no. When I had no washcloth, I touched myself. That's about all you can do. You in there playing with yourself. You don't got no in between. And for real, the only hands people, they don't even use the bar of soap to go over their skin. They take the bar of soap and lather up their hands and just start palming themselves. Just, oh, yes. Like, how are you washing your butt cheeks with just your hands, son? You playing with it. Like, your fingers stink now. I don't trust you. Mark everything you touch in here. You go over somebody, how you a guest at somebody's house, they don't have no washcloths. Like, can I have a washcloth and a towel, please? They only come back with a towel. Don't get me involved again. That's because Chinky Bear don't wash her leg. You don't wash your leg. That's why you little leg day. I was talking shit about Taylor Swift in that one interview, telling people she doesn't wash her legs because when she washes her upper body, the soap runs down her body and cleanses her legs. So there's no direct contact with soap, hand, or cloth on her legs. All right. She thought this was perfectly acceptable. I'm talking about it. And then little leg day pipes up. I don't wash my legs neither. Who does that? I also don't use turn signals. You know, at which point I was like, all right, your new name, little leg day. Because you need to take your wash rag, do like this, and wash your legs today. AKA do the stanky leg. Little leg day, aka take your wash rag, do like this, and wash your legs today, aka stanky leg, aka no turn signal, aka Lil O'Main, aka beef and broccoli, no beef or broccoli, just juice, aka sitting on an almanac so I can see over the dashboard, aka slow in the left lane. Yeah, you little slow in the you your new name little slow in the left lane. AKA Yellow History Month. Shout out to White History Month. I done had fun with White History Month. White History Month was fun, but it's coming to an end. People, I was talking about the Anabaptists and how I was talking about the white man, how the white man ran the Anabaptists, another group of white man, out of Europe. And then people talk about having a white ethno-state. I'm like, this white people can't have a white ethno-state. Yeah, all we need is everything over. I'm like, you see what happened when white people get together? They argue about the Trinity. Jim Bob and Owen Benjamin proved my point. Something so little is a difference in Trinity doctrine would cause a world war, and it has. Why you think the Orthodox Church don't fuck with the Catholic Church now? They used to all be the fucking Catholic Church until 1054. And they was like, oh, no, we believe he's whole man, half divine. They was like, we believe he's all man, but still divine. It was like, see that little bit of difference? Yeah, you're heretical. And they was like, you're heretical. And they was like, we'll go our own way, and we're banishing you. And they're like, we're banishing you. Fucking just a slight difference in baptism. It was like, no, we baptize at birth. And it was like, nah, we'll wait until they understand what being baptized actually means. Just something that little just caused a whole lot of people to just be killed. Yeah, so I'm watching all that shit play out from the safety of Wakanda. Like, look. Hell yeah. I'm watching these niggas go at it from Wakanda with Orville Redenbacher bags. Orville Redenbacher bags. That's Gossip, Babylon, Battle for Your Life, Babylon. Shout out to Babylon. People use that to describe a degenerative system today, but Babylon was once a thriving city. They said Babylon really prospered under the Assyrian rule. What Babylon's downfall was the Persian Empire. They came in like a thief in the night. I believe, matter of fact, they do. In the book of Daniel, they talk about it. The king was like, what do this mean? Apparently an invisible hand just scribbled hermeneutics on the fucking wall, and the king of Babylon, what do who can interpret the hermeneutum mean? So they went and got the Hebrew boy Daniel, and he was like, this means that a bunch of fucking Persians are going to come in like a thief in the night, overthrow you, and there's going to be a new empire. He was like, aha, what, that's not what hermeneutum mean. And sure enough, the next day, shit got cracking. Shit got real quick. Drifting on a memory. There's no place I'd rather be. Y'all thought I was tripping in White History Month when I said white people go to war over spilled Go-Gurt. Now you gotta admit I'm kind of right. The white man went to war with the white man over a lot less. Hey, you spilled my yogurt, pal. Wait right here. There's no place I'd rather be but with you. I got one more row right there, and then I'm good right there, and then I'm gonna start bringing it back down here. Hey, pal, my yogurt. I would go to war if someone said Plastic Hearts wasn't Miley's best album. Shout out to Miley Cyrus and her album. What's up, Faith? The holy yogurt. Man, look, don't fuck with them folk yogurt. They debating that shit right now. Chobani's versus Yo Plate. What you mean, hermeneutum? That shit was just funny. I don't eat yogurt. I'm pretty sure you do. 2.2 acres in a swamp donkey. I'm pretty sure you do. You definitely eat. That is exactly what somebody that eats yogurt would say. I don't eat yogurt. What's in your pocket? Yogurt. But it's not for consumption. Never had. What should I make up to have with my steak? Cheese. Yogurt and cheese will start a war. Cheese, yogurt, the whole cow. Milk. Hey, pal, you really spilled my milk. You're like, my bad, I didn't even mean to do that right there. This means war. Stop fighting your own race and fight others. Jordan Peterson. Tell Jordan Peterson I said to shut the fuck up personally, and I will be doing an interview with his daughter. He can't tell me to stay away from his daughter like he did. Where's the outrage about that? I'm a grown ass man, Holmes. BG has been busy. Look at that wood stat. Nah, I just been kind of chilling. Yeah, I'm just chilling. Bears are changing their names to waiting for next idol. That next idol is me. Oh, butterfly, how are ya? Are you a monarch? Yeah, I'm the next. I'm the next. I deserve. I tell you what. I deserve a loyal following that pays for shit. You know how long I've been doing this YouTube shit? Don't fuck with me. Alright? If you see me leading the cult, mind your fucking business. I've earned it. I've worked hard for it. I just gotta get off probation first. So they don't try to hit me with Rico. I can see it now. Rico! Like, no, nigga. They want to try to hit all of us with Rico. I definitely have to wait till I get off probation. You can go. Hell yeah, don't let nobody deter you from giving generously. I've been on YouTube since 1964. Yeah, you old as hell. I'm running a cult here. Ain't nothing wrong with running a little cult, like a little baby cult. It don't even gotta be that large in size. Like, you don't need, like Jim Jones was tripping. All right, he was tripping. That gave cults a bad name. It was like, cult, Jim Jones. It's Jim Jones. And then I'm a nigga, so they were like, he definitely has Kool-Aid somewhere, just waiting for his cult to drink. Like, you know, Jim Jones gave niggas a bad look. But that's not what a real cult is, you know. Yeah, Jim Jones was doing too fucking much. Fucked it up for the rest of us. He just had to make niggas drink Kool-Aid. It just had to be Kool-Aid. Really, Jim Jones? You couldn't have spiked the yogurt? It just had to be Kool-Aid. You don't have enough acres for a cult. That's why your cult members pay for the acres. Duh. The fuck? Why the fuck would I start a cult here? No. Have this shit somewhere else. This shit booked. I told you I'm shadow tracked. I gotta have my shit somewhere else and other people have to pay for it. Where the fuck I'm gonna get the money from? Oh, are we the panda people? Hell no, y'all the BGs. I definitely need a better name for it though. I'm gonna come up with something. What up? Enable super chats, BG. Fuck no. Why the fuck would I do that? No, I want cash. You ain't gonna have the IRS finger fucking my accounts. Soon as you start doing that super chat shit, we know you're getting paid. I'm not reporting that income. Super chat! Like, hell no. I got 5 more minutes. What's up? What y'all want to talk about? Stop calling it income. You wanted something right there too. y'all want to talk about? Hermeneutics. Solar flares and solar cycles 25. I'm not a nerd. Who is Herman and why he knew it? Black flags. I don't know what is it that are people posting black squares again? What do hermeneutic? What? How come? What do hermeneutic? That shit was funny. I don't give a fuck who you are. This nigga jump out. I was like, this is absolutely why this is why you're these hermeneutics that you know. He was like, what do hermeneutic mean, Jim Bob? How come? What? It just involves a body of knowledge in dealing with interpretation, especially when it comes to scripture. Well, how come you didn't just say that and stay at hermeneutic when you said that like that? You're using big words. How come talk to me like I'm a 5th grader? Jim Bob, are you smarter than a 5th grader? You talk to me, I'm a child, so I can understand what you saying. I was like, this is the guy that makes the low IQ nigger jokes? Just say it to me like I'm a child, like when you talk, act like I'm a 5th grader. Say it slowly. Hermeneutic. I was like, look at this is the nigga with the nigger jokes. One more question. Income, any money given by the government? All right, Watachi, Watachi's definitely gonna be head of my finance, the finance committee. When I start my cult, he's gonna be in charge of finances. What would your superhero name be? Super nigga. It'd be some shit that that a lot of people just can't readily say. Man, you know how people call Superman, I need you. Superman be all the way the fuck over there. He gotta come all the way the fuck over here to pull your donkey out of well. They can't just say super nigga. Soup. Call him. Super N-word. He not gonna respond to that. He don't know. That could be anything. Super Negro? He not gonna respond to that neither. You could be talking about Malcolm X for all we know. You gotta call his name. Come on, there's a lot of people that need help. Hurry up. Super. Do I use the hard ER? Do I say is it a soft A? Is the A long? Is that a long A? What do we have here? What is the N hard too? Do I say a hard N? Super. We a gang, not a cult. Isn't the end silent? Hell no, you got to say the whole thing or I'm not showing the fuck up. I ain't Batman. You can't just put some dumbass sign in there and give me the... I got super hearing. A super nigga gonna have super hearing. I'ma hear you, nigga. I'm not responding to that bullshit. Super colored, super POC, super person of color. No, nigga. Barricade Grizzly. I didn't know what BIPOC meant until like they hit you with the super BIPOC. Yeah, I'm not showing the fuck up. Super black. I'm not showing the fuck up. Who the fuck are you calling super black? Super black, we need you. The earth is in trouble again. Fuck it, they calling on me because the earth is in trouble again. Greta Thunberg done flipped the switch on all the power grids. We must save the earth long time. That shit done caused mass earthquakes. The moon just was like, yeah, I'm not shining on these niggas no more. How about you, son? The sun was like, I don't fuck these niggas. I don't know what. Super colored, super black. We need you. People call Superman for stupid shit. Superman! What? Like, my cat is kind of in that tree. The cat is like a family member. We really need you. They call Hillbilly hard for that. Why the fuck are you calling me for? They need someone to throw themselves in the volcano. So they called you. Black Adam was dope. Yeah, I could have played a better Black Adam than The Rock, but the concept was, yeah. I should have played Black Adam. I like how Black Adam wasn't a fucking globalist superhero. He was just like, nah, I'm only concerned about my people right here. Like, yeah, this me. And then when the Justice League showed up and was trying to tell niggas what to do, he was like, yo, where the fuck were you when all this other bullshit was going on? Nah, this my shit. Yeah. If Superman could not satisfy her, she needs a buffalo. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. Superman's wife would never cheat on him unless Superman was dating Batman. Man, Superman got his... You know how many times Superman got his ass beat? Superman got his ass beat by Apocalypse. Superman got his ass whooped by Apocalypse. Superman got his ass beat by Batman in a kryptonite suit. Superman got his ass beat by a child with green Skittles. Superman got his ass beat by Darkseid with the Omega beams. Superman is always getting his ass whooped. Superman, you know Superman ain't shit. His worst enemy is a whole human. His Lex Luthor is a whole human and nothing but. This nigga is from Earth. Superman get his ass beat by an earthling with no powers and irritable bowel syndrome.
That's because he's a billionaire.
I don't give a fuck. He's a bald-headed man that's dying slow with irritable bowel syndrome. And that's Superman's worst enemy. Nah, the world needs super nigga. This nigga, y'all seen Smallville. This nigga Clark Kent, this nigga, he's superhuman until a toddler shows up with green candy. Want some candy? Oh, I'm totally weakened. Like, hell no, nigga, what the fuck? Superman got his ass beat by General Zod. Zod was at when Zod kneeled before Zod. The Kryptonian nigga. Kneel before Zod. I was like, yeah, spit that shit, Zod. He caught up with Kal-El and beat his ass. He was like, stop denying your legacy. You're a Kryptonian. I'm an Earthling. Kneel before Zod. Zod just wanted you to kneel. His special attack neck bone is a real killer. This was a pretty stupid live. I didn't really talk about shit. For real, for real. Ultimas are BG's kryptonite. It's fucking Ultimas. Alright, I got one more question. And then my battery's gonna die. Yet you still have over 112 people. I don't fucking know how. I don't know who these people are or what they're here for. BG, you take manufacturer coupons. I'm here for hermeneutic. Is income taxes voluntary? You already got the position with Tachi running free. Like, you're going to be you're already in charge of your cheap finance at the zombie apocalypse group. You got the job. All right, you don't have to keep trying. You're good. You already got it. You know. Jordan Peterson wants to know what the world would do without men. Yeah, I can't just Jim Bob my way through that Jordan Peterson impression. It's slavery, but you have to get your own accommodations and food. Is that pit sweat, dog? No, it's just a fabric. Damn, if that was pit sweat, I'd be ready to be a cult leader now. The cult leaders are always sweaty for some reason. That is not what we do not. I'm so fucking ready. I'm ready to tell a large amount of people what the fuck to do. I should have been a life coach. Jim Bob literally became what he mocked, and Owen Benjamin became what he said Steven Crowder was. How the fuck you gonna talk about the not gay Jared and the contract situation where he can't say what happened and you on the phone with Jim Bob trying to get him not to say shit? Just don't say my name and don't stream when I stream. How the fuck? How the fuck you gonna get mad when you say other comedians are scared to say your name and you try and bribe niggas off not to say your name? I just lost a whole lot of respect for that whole situation when Owen Benjamin said he paid Jim Bob $1,000 to come out to Idaho and be in the documentary. Yo, he said that out his mouth, son. I thought Jim Bob went out there, it was organic. I thought it was like, yo, you paid him to come be in the documentary? Like, damn, did I just hear you say that, nigga? This nigga just was like, yeah, I paid Jim Bob $1,000 to come out and be in the documentary. I thought y'all was buddies. Damn, I thought y'all was friends. Apparently Jim Bob wasn't your friend because you never tapped in with his streams to even know how he felt about the Trinity. I'm not Jim Bob friend and I know how he felt about that shit. So I would just keep talking about what I know my friend holds dear. What type of friend is that? That shit is just fucking stupid all the way around the board. I watched Owen Benjamin go from calling Kanye West. Owen Benjamin said, and Kanye West, how come Kanye West, he want his kids back? And how come blacks say kids? They don't know how to say kid. Look at Kanye West. The very next day, this nigga Owen Benjamin get a call from Kanye West. And he come on the stream, y'all, we don't talk about Kanye West no more. He's going through something with his kids. He just wants his kids back. That's it. I was like, damn, you didn't even extend that courtesy to Jim Bob. Yeah, you didn't even. Nah, I seen this shit in real time. I'm like, damn, niggas gotta, you know, once you flatter a nigga, you know. That shit just make you think, and then you think back on it, and then you heard how he was going at Andrew Tate, and how he knew Andrew Tate, and he just wanted Andrew Tate to shout him out. I'm like, damn. So if somebody you talking shit about showers you with praise, you stop talking shit about him. Andrew Tate never did that. So you just continue to talk shit about him. Like, damn what he did, and then you talk about all the shit from Hollywood and, you know, like, just like, damn, you became the very shit you say you know, this shit just a bad look. And then Vox Day wife just, that shit just messy. That nigga Jim Bob posted the picture in his community tab with Vox Day White talking about we gonna go to his YouTube channel and flag it. So I'm like, oh my goodness, Vox Day, get your hoe. Get your bitch. Nah, why is she meddling in grown folk business? I can say shit like that because I'm a nightclub comedian. You can say anything you want and then put comedian after it. It'll be okay. Somebody could have just given birth. My baby's so precious. No, that's a little gremlin looking little bitch right there. Don't give it water after 12, I tell you what. I'm a comedian, it's okay, chill out. Like, he's such a comedian. Hell yeah. That is the ultimate liability shield. You can't get mad at me. Yeah, yeah, Jim Bob posted that. I was like, damn, Owen Benjamin supporting the very shit he said Andrew Tate did to him to get his Instagram taken down. I'm like, you know, like, damn, that shit crazy. You think a 50-year-old man will be more secure about his situation than trying to, like, streaming at the same time just matters so fucking much. Maybe I don't get it because I'm not making money streaming, which is weird, but damn, son, like that they could, you know, like you so threatened by him streaming at the same time you streaming. Like that shit was just weird. And then you said, yeah, Megan cool. Megan's friends with my wife one day, then the next day it's just Megan's a bitch. Fuck that bitch. Like damn, cuz you Hollywood. You know? It's entertaining though. I'm entertained by it. I'm out here working. I'll listen to the beef for a little bit more before the shit just gets played out. But that shit, I'm entertained. Y'all keep this shit up. Jim Bob, that bear cartoon was funny. Jim Bob, that shit was funny. He drew a picture of Big Bear the cartoon. That shit was funny. Yeah, y'all keep this shit up so I can have something to listen to while I work.